G'day, welcome back to Buildsome, and in this video I want to talk about timber lengths that are available from your local timber supplier. So timber comes in increments of 0.3 or 300 millimeters. So that dates back to the old feet and inches measurement system, where a foot is approximately 300 mil. So if you go to a timber yard, the shortest length of timber that you're likely to buy will be 1.8. Now, some timber yards won't even have them that short, or I'll show you what they do later on. But they'll start with a basic standard size, probably about 1.8, maybe 2.4, and then basically they have timber lengths that go up by 300 mil from there. So 2.1, 2.4, 2.7, 3 meters, and so on, all the way up to 6 meters long. So most natural timber you'll be able to get into 6 meter lengths, but you won't get much beyond that. Okay, so there's your standard increments from 1.8 through to 6 meters. Now, as I said, some timber yards don't stock 1.8s. What they do is they get a 3/6 and cut it in half if you wanted 1.8s, and yeah, that can be done all the way up. Notice also that I've got some lighter and some darker. Basically, the lighter ones are MGP graded timber. MGP graded timber only comes in increments of 600, so you wouldn't get a 5.7 in MGP. You'd have to get a 5.4, a 4.8, etc. Okay, so let's have a look at a scenario. If we wanted a length of timber that was 2.385 meters long, again, short of getting the timber yard to cut it for you and that costing you money, you would have to go and buy a 2.4 at the yard and then cut it to length on site. So that's pretty easy. The other thing is to look at is, say we wanted a 2.8. Now we could get a 3 meter length. That would give us 200 mil of waste off one stick of timber. Or the other option is to double that, because that's less than 3 meters. We can get 2 out of a 6 meter length or less. So if we doubled 2.8, we'd end up with a 5.6. So if I go up here, my 5.6, I'd have to order a 5.7, but that would mean I would only have 100 mil waste on 2 pieces of timber. So it would actually be more efficient to buy a 5.7 or 1.57 instead of buying 2 3.0s to get our 2.8 meter lengths. So there we go. That's the increments that are natural timber should be available in your timber yard. As I said, not every timber yard will stock those lengths, but that's the sort of lengths we work with to calculate or to do quantities for timber sizes.